This is Franco, a perfect husband, a great father, an active runner, and a dedicated forensic pathologist. And right now, he is in a deep sleep. All thanks to aerobic respiration for being able to work day and night to keep Franco alive. Franco is no longer hungry, thanks to his liver's glucagon. Lipids contain triacylglycerols, which is known to be the most abundant group of lipids. It primarily functions as fuel reserves. When a person gets hungry and there is no food available, we, humans, have stored energy in our livers. Our body releases that stored energy, called glucagon, that maintains the blood glucose level for us not to feel the hunger.
Good morning, baby Charlie. Pahanilicious peanut butter. I'm cooking your favorite, bacon and eggs. Aren't you excited?
Don't you think it's too early for your puns?
I've sent the kid to school. Sit down. This will be ready in a minute.
Here you go. Hindi agad man ito.
Meat contains the biomolecules water, carbohydrates, as well as vitamins and minerals that shape the food itself. The denaturation of the meat occurs in the process of a chemical change which affects the basic properties of the proteins. For cooking, the form is altered by breaking the hydrogen bonds which arrange the form without breaking the amino acids in the protein chain. It is a chemical change which involves heat that altered the firmness of the meat.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Bislumbre. I am a nurse calling from UST Medical Hospital. I just want to inform you, sir, that your daughter collapsed in school and has been admitted to our hospital. She has been diagnosed with dengue after undergoing several tests. We would appreciate if you would come here immediately.
Darling, the hospital just called telling me that Patrice has dengue.
I knew it. That's why she was so pale a while ago. Oh, she kept telling me she's fine and all.
Okay, let's hurry up.
Accurate diagnosis is fundamental in treating diseases. Factors that could not be determined by examining a patient's external condition would automatically be conducted under laboratory means. Microscopy is integral when it comes to the laboratory. A microscope helps identify abnormalities in our body by magnifying specimen to determine if foreign substances are present.
Nice shirt, huh?
Thanks, it's your favorite color. It's red.
Huh? It's green.
Color blindness is a common inherited sex-linked disorder that affects a person's ability to see or recognize certain colors. Mutations in these genes can cause color blindness. The two genes that produce red and green light-sensitive proteins are located on the X chromosome, while the genes for pigments that are sensitive to red and green lie directly next to one another. so mix-ups in their DNA sequences may readily occur during egg or sperm formation. Males have only one X chromosome, therefore, they will be colorblind if they inherit the mutated gene, unlike the females who have two X chromosomes. 8 to 10% of all males and 0.5% of all females are colorblind.
May your aerobic respiration be ever in your favor.
Ma'am, sir, water for free. Pass and rehydrate yourselves. Water for free. Go.
The average time in finishing a marathon is 4 hours and 30 minutes. Organizers usually put hydration centers in every 2 kilometers. Most probably, it would take 15 minutes for marathon participants to run that 2 kilometers before they could rehydrate. As they run, they lose fluid in their bodies through sweat. That's the time when they get the feeling of dehydration and thirst because the sodium level in their blood has already risen. Once they rehydrate through drinking water, the fluids in their bodies will be replenished and everything will be back to normal. This is because water doesn't only serve as a body fluid, but it also carries oxygen that regulates the respiration of the lungs even in tiresome situations. This is an example of aerobic respiration because our bodies have the ability to transport oxygen into the mitochondria of the cells and produce ATP, which plays a very important role in muscle contractions. Sige, tuloy. Unlike muscle cells, the heart and the brain do not have adequate storage space for energy. The heart needs to receive oxygen at all times to yield energy or the process of aerobic respiration. And so, if the heart stopped beating, CPR must be reinforced to circulate the oxygenated blood by breathing into a person and pumping his or her heart.
Morning, sir. Here are the files of the evidences gathered from the defense in the week ago. The fingerprints found in the victim's body were already printed.
Okay, where's the corpse?
Inside the lungs were ready to be examined.
In criminal investigations, evidences are vital in order to succeed. And fingerprint is one example of this. Fingerprint is known to be unique to each individual, for it is an expression of our DNA. The presence of DNA in the fluids in our body, like sweat, saliva, and blood, makes it easy for the forensic scientists and investigators to identify those who were involved in the crime scene.
The victim had multiple gunshots on his body, one of which is located on his peritoneal region, lateral to his sternum. It penetrated deep into his lungs, causing it to be toxic, while the other two is located in his abdominal region, yes, anterior to his kidneys, sir. Bye, sir. Have a good night.
Body planes and any other anatomical terminologies are important simply because they serve as the standard method of communication for practitioners in order to avoid confusion. It also enables the medical practitioners to locate the structures in the body and identify if there is any problem.